Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's gonna join us. Okay, I think I'm in the right location. We are live officially. Hello, 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 my friends. Let's see. Let's send this out to our friends in the VIP and the Creative Hearts. All right, I think we're good. All righty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Say hello if you are here. I see a couple people are here, just not seeing the who yet. Um, Again, my name is Katrina. If you don't know me, I am Katrina's Creative Heart. Hey, Arlene. Hello, Sherry. Hello, 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 ladies. Thanks for coming by. All right. Today we are going to feature the Seaside Bay suite of product, which is really awesome, I have to tell you. And I do hey Sue, hey Barb. I did wake up this morning with a sore throat, so if my voice gets a little funky, I do apologize. I do have my cold drink to help us get through it. Thank you for sharing, Sue. I appreciate that. Yeah, I went to bed perfectly fine, and then I woke up this morning not so fine. I don't know. Unfortunately, I guess that's how it goes. I just don't know where I could have possibly gotten it. At work, I wear a mask at all times. Hopefully you're hearing me okay. I haven't seen any messages saying you can't hear me. I'm back on StreamYard. I think I like it better than the other one that I was using, even though it was cheaper. You get what you pay for, right? Well, hey, Kathy. Thank you for joining us from YouTube. I appreciate that. I love this suite too. It's one of my favorites. Arlene, you are correct. The dyes are currently out of stock, but they will be back in. Okay, good. You hear me good. All right. We'll do our usual housekeeping stuff here. So we do have Paper Pumpkin. We are in the March window for subscription period. This goes, well, it actually starts shipping on the 11th, so you have until the 10th to get in on this one. This one is the anniversary kit. I can't even talk now. My brain isn't connecting with my lips. I apologize for that. Anyway, this is the 10-year anniversary of Paper Pumpkin. Can you believe Paper Pumpkin has been around 10 years already? I had just started with Stampin' Up! When Paper Pumpkin launched. So anywho, this one is the anniversary kit. It is 10 years of growth, and the sentiments and everything kind of go along with that theme of growth. You're going to be able to make 9 cards, each of 3 designs. It's going to be an all occasion stamp set to celebrate happy moments and recognize the people in your life to help you grow. There's going to be gold foil sentiments, and then there's going to be a polished pink ink spot, which is one of my favorite colors. And there's going to be an additional free stamp set as part of the gift for being 10 years old. We are in the final 3 days of Sale-a-bration. In case you are still have things on your wish list that you want to get free with your $50 purchase or $100 purchase, you have until 11:59 Mountain Time Tuesday night. Come March 1st, Wednesday morning, it's all gone. There's no more Sale-a-bration. So if there's anything that you want on that in those brochure, now's the time to go ahead and get those in. Most everything is still in stock. I do believe the only thing that is currently out of stock is the dainty DSP or dainty. It's one of the DSPs. It's the Dainty Flowers DSP. That is currently out of stock. So the rest of it is still available. So definitely, if there's anything else, anything that you want, go ahead and grab it. Kits collection. They did release a new kit a couple of weeks ago. This is the Wreath of Blooms project kit. No stamping involved. It's just a project kit. And it is $13. They have the love treats, the timeless greetings, the saying thanks, birthday card organizer, which is probably one of my favorites, second only to the Celebrate Today magnet board. Love those. Both of those kits are my faves. And then Wednesday, the online exclusives do go live. Right now, like I told you last week, as demonstrators, we were allowed to pre-order a very limited exclusive amount of product, but come Wednesday, it all is going live, and there's going to be, from what I understand, quite a bit of new product available. This is a brand new feature from Stampin' Up, so looking forward to seeing what new yummies they have for us on there. All right, as stated, we are going to feature one of my favorites. Oh, I must have changed my page here. Where did I put it? It is the By the Bay. Oh my goodness. I did have it open. And now I'm all lost. I had the catalog. Anyway, oh, here it is. This one is so pretty. I love the colors. They're subtle. There's some gold foiling in there. Some of this paper is just to die for. So this is the one we are going to feature tonight. I got 3 cards for you, plus a bonus that I'll show you at the very end. So stick with me to the end and you'll see one last card that I may actually do a project sheet and put up on my blog at the end of the week. So watch my blog at the end of the week and I'll have a project sheet for this last card, being we won't be making that in person. And I apologize, but this cold is going to get me tonight. I already feel the head thing happening. All right. So here are the cards that we are going to make tonight. And I'll try to keep these very quick. So we have our first one is going to be a sympathy card. It's a heartfelt sympathy. And then we have a thank you card with our little client or oyster shell there. And then of course we have this sentiment comes from one of the Sale-a-bration sets. It's the Sending Support Sale-a-bration set. It's free with a $50 purchase. And it says courage is being really scared and doing it anyway. So we're going to do that one as well. So we'll go ahead and get started. So we're going to do our first card here. I have a piece of, oh my goodness, I forget the color here. Sahara sand. Wow. It's been one of them days, I guess. It is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Then we have a piece of Night of Navy that is 3 3/4 by 5. I have 3 strips of the Designer Series paper. These each measure 3¼ by 1 5/8, I believe it was 1 5/8. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to layer these onto our Night of Navy. We're going to go ahead, add, you know what, let me do there so you can see better. Hopefully. I like to put the end ones on first. You want to have an even border on all 3 sides. Get that in there. Like I said, nice even borders. And then this will go right between the 2. Like so. Oh, hey, sis. Thank you, Sherry. I hope I feel better too, because I'm a big wimp when it comes to having a cold. I'll be the first one to tell you. I don't get sick very often, so when I do, I'm a wuss. It's because I have too many things to do. I don't have time to be sick. But I'm going to keep the liquids going down, so hopefully it'll go away quick. Okay. So there's our card front. Then I have a little piece of balmy blue, and this is cut 3 1/8 by, wait a minute. Yeah, 3 1/8 by 1 7/8. Then I have a little piece of basic white. This is cut 2 7/8 by 1 1/4. And those are going to layer together like so. But we're going to do a little stamping first. So we have to grab, where did I put the speckle stamp? We need our speckle. We have our Sahara sand. And we're just going to, actually, you know what? I need to bring in, let's use, just turn that inside out because we need to stamp off. There we go. We just want some speckling there. Nothing too dramatic. We want it nice and light so that you can see when we put our sentiment on there. We're going to use Night of Navy. I'm going to ink up Heartfelt Sympathy. I think my Night of Navy is going to need to be re-inked here soon. Get that straight. Like so. And this is going to layer. That out of the way. There we go. Need some dimensionals. And that is going to go right in the center, just like that. Keeping these very simple. Hey, Miss Lori, didn't even see you sneak in there. Then I have some scraps here. I have a scrap of basic white and another scrap of Sahara sand. And we need the dies. But first we're going to stamp our little, I don't know, it's a mollusk of some sort here. And we need our Night of Navy. And we're just going to stamp that. We're going to bring in our baby boss. And I've got here this balmy blue, which can be yours if you join Stampin' Up, my team. You get this for half price. And it is limited edition. It's only during Sale-a-bration that you get this. So we're going to put that, oops, on there like so. So we have the white one that you can get anytime, and it's $63. But during Sale-a-bration, if you join Stampin' Up, you get to choose $175 of product of your choice, anything you want. Plus, you can add on the baby boss, and you get to pay $129. So that is $50 extra in free stuff that is normally, it's to join is normally $99, and you pick out $125 in product. Where with joining now, you get an additional $50 free. Plus, you pay only half price. You get this for $30. Or if you've already got one of these and you don't need the blue one, oh, we need this still. We got to cut out our other little oyster shell here. You still pick out $175 worth of product and you pay $99. So it's an amazing deal. And I have to do a shout out to our friend Sue here. She took advantage of that deal. So we are excited to have Miss Sue on our team. All right, so I have my little mollusks here, I guess you'd call them. Going back to my earth science days, can you tell? All right, so first thing, I need a glue dot for this little bugger. So we're going to find a glue dot to glue him down. And he's going to go right there next to the Y in our sympathy. And then this little guy is going to need a dimensional. And that dimensional is going to go to the bottom here. And we'll add a little bit of adhesive on this piece here. And it's just going to go right there like so. Then I have my Wink of Stella. Gotta have Wink of Stella. And we're just going to make our mussel. I guess this is a mussel, but it's a mollusk family. And we're going to make them sparkle. All right. Then just going to take some of this twine. We want some of this white. Yes, Sherry, we did have a nice dinner at Super Bowl. Thank you. Did I break my scissors over? Or did I leave them? Uh-oh. Ah, there they are. So I like to do a double bow. So I double it over like so. Yes, Barb, absolutely you can. You certainly can. Because you get the Sale-a-bration rewards when you actually purchase the Paper Pumpkin subscription. And then when you want to actually, the prepaid, and then when you want to actually use it, so when you just pause your recurring subscription and turn in your code. And then when you used up that 3 months, then you just go back to your recurring. Okay, so there's our little bow, and I'm just going to trim those tails off. Yep. What did I do with my glue dots? So then we're just going to take our little herb in there. Actually, did I? I did. Let me use my little pokey tool to pick that off there. And then that's just going to go kind of tucked between the two little thingies there. All right. Final thing for this card is these are the flat adhesive backed pearls, and they are so pretty. They're very iridescent. Oh, you're welcome, Barb. Anytime. Super pretty. And they're flat, so they're going to mail really easily. And that's always the best part. So we're just going to throw a couple of these on here. And that finishes card number 1. Well, thank you, Sherry. I'm glad you like it. Okay, we're on to card number 2, which I think might be my favorite, maybe. Well, I don't know. The last one I might show you. Then I'm going to show you at the end that we're not making tonight. Might be mine. Now, I think this one's still the favorite. All right. We have macaroni. Oh, wrong one. I'm pulling out the wrong card base here. What are we doing here? There we go. We want Knight of Navy card base. So this one's 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. We're going to fold on that score line, and then we're going to press that out. Then I have a piece of basic white that's 5 1/4 by 4. That's for the inside of our card, because we need to be able to write a message in the start card stock. You're not going to do it unless you have a white gel pen, and few of us have white gel pens hanging around, so we're going to put a white background in there. Then we have another piece of that gorgeous designer series paper. Now this is where it gets hard on what side you want to use, because you have this beautiful pattern. Then when you flip it over, look at the iridescent embossing on this. Is that not absolutely gorgeous? That makes it really hard to put that face down. But for this card, we're going to put it face down. So we're going to hide that gorgeous iridescence. And I did forget to tell you, this measures 5 by 3 1/4, or 3 3/4 rather. Let's try to get that on there straight. There we go. Then I have some strips, and they're varying lengths, but they're all 3/4 of an inch wide. This one happens to be 3/4 of an inch by 3 7/8. The Sahara sand, this is macaron, by the way. The Sahara sand, which is the longest one, is 3/4 of an inch by 4. And then the basic white is 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4. So we're going to take this one, and this is going to go right about there. Then we take our Sahara sand, and these line up on the left edge. Bring this down a little bit. And then they just overhang a little. And then the basic white, we need to find our thank you. It's thank you for everything. We want our Night of Navy ink pad. We're going to ink this up. Oop. Make sure we have that nice and straight. Oh, we went a little too low there. Let's try that one more time. That's why we have fancy paper that's two-sided. Okay, we want that a little bit more this way. There we go. That looks better. Close this up. Now we can go ahead and add our dimensionals. I do 1, 2, and 3. And then this lines up right there, like so.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device,
Oh my
so
God.
try restarting them. Unplug both of them, then plug the router back in. Wait 30 seconds. Once the router
My
is back
Echo
on,
has this way of just
plug in the Echo device.
talking out of turn here. I'm not even talking to her. Oh my goodness. She just starts talking out of nowhere. I just don't understand. Okay. I have here, I did go ahead and pre-cut a vellum circle. This is about 2 1/4 inches. And then I have a scrap of basic white that I'm going to stamp our little crab on. Yeah, she's comic relief, all right. She just like butts into conversation. All right, so we're using Sahara Sand ink, and we're just going to go ahead and stamp him down. Isn't he cute? Clean our stamp off. Close that up. All right. I need to find our little, oh, there he is, the little crab die. And he's going to line up just like so. And I didn't think to grab my sticky note, so hopefully we can keep him in position. So we're going to bring the baby boss back. Thinking I might have to go eat an ice cream after I get done here to cool my throat off. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's moving. Well, let's get you back on there. I'll probably regret not bringing them sticky notes over with me. But let's see what we can do. Nope. He is not wanting to stay put. Okay, there we go. Keep that close by because we're going to need it again. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So there's our little Krabby Patty. Arlene, they do listen to everything. It's a little unnerving, honestly. I will tell you a little story about when I first got the thing. I messed with my husband so bad. Like, really bad. I left for the store because you can hook your phone into them things, and like you can do what they call a drop-in. So I had left. He knew I left. He was here. So we're just going to cut out our shell here. And I dropped in on it. And I started talking to him. And he had no idea where I was. And he got really upset. He's like, "Where are you?" I go, "I'm right here." Quit messing with me. "Where are you?" I said, "I'm right here." "What are you doing?" He was so mad at me. That's when he made me put it upstairs in my room. I wasn't allowed to keep it downstairs anymore. It was rather humorous, to say the least. But now when she does things like that, I'm a little annoyed, but that was fun. Thanks, sis. Me too. The sore throat thing's kind of stinky. I did take a test, so I don't have the stuff. So I should be okay, but ugh. All right. And then this little shell here, put that right there like so. And then our little crab here, he's going to get a couple dimensionals. It was funny, sis. You could have seen your brother. He was so mad at me. "What are you doing? Where are you?" "I'm right here." That was one of them priceless moments. It was priceless. It was perfect. All right, now we're gonna take one of these larger of the flat pearls. We're gonna put that right in the middle of our oyster like so. And there is card number 2. That one was pretty quick and easy. Like I said, I think it's probably my favorite tonight. All right. That's number 2. On to number 3. We're moving right along and cooking with gas. This one has the little sandpiper. And I think he is so stinking cute. This one does use the Mint Macaron card base. This one's got cut 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and fold on that score line and furnish that out with your bone folder. I have a piece of designer series paper that is 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to layer right there. And again, here's that metallic-y, more of an iridescent side that we're going to cover up. And it makes me sad to cover it, but have to do it. So we're going to go ahead and get that lined up on. Ugh. Try to get it straight. There we go. Love all the colors that run through here. So pretty. Okay. I went ahead and I die cut a piece of Night of Navy with the deckled edge. This is the second largest of the deckled edge dies, so that's already set. All right. Then I have here the third largest, but we're not ready for that. I also went ahead and I die cut the Sahara sand. These dies, you have this here edge die to give us this little bit of an edge here. So I've already cut that out, and I'm going to go ahead and layer it onto a piece of basic white that I've already got ready to go here. And yes, this is oversized. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, we got to probably go this way to make sure we catch it, because we're going to cut these out together. So I'm going to go ahead and add, well, first, before I do that, let me not get ahead of myself here. Put that aside, that aside. And we need to bring in, I have here the stamp that has the little seashells and the sand, grains of sand, I guess you could say. So I need to see, where is this going to land? So if it's going to land right there. I want to make sure I'm right in that vicinity. So I'm going to bring in my Sahara sand. So right there, that looks good. Clean the stamp up. Then we need, where's our speckled? Oh, here it is. Let's need our speckled stamp here. And we need our Night of Navy. Wow. Sahara sand. It's going to be one of them nights. I can see it now. Hopefully tomorrow goes better. All right. So we have our Sahara sand piece, and we have our speckly grains of sand is what I'm going to call it. And we're just going to go ahead and add just a little texture to our sand. I'm going to call it sand. All right. Sandpiper and Sahara sand. It's sand. All right, so we're going to close this up. We're going to bring this back in. And I need the adhesive. I'm going to go ahead. And we're going to put this right about there. Okay. So that's now down. So now we can go ahead and run this through. We're going to use the Big Boss to do this. And we're just going to run that through. I did bring that over here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Flying plates. Hopefully I didn't hurt anybody's ears. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can't get this on there straight. And we do like to go in at an angle because these are straight edges and you don't want any jumping of your die. You'll get a cleaner cut. Well, of course I set this up the wrong way. Well, that ain't gonna work because I'm in the way of everything. Okay, let's turn it around. Coming through. There we go. And there is our little scenery here. So now we can go ahead and add that to our Night of Navy layer. Just like that. Now we're going to need some dimensionals. And I did forget to do one thing, and I forgot to do it on here too, and I was doing it before originally, so oy, oy, oy. I didn't put my sentiment on here before applying my dimensionals. So I got so excited to get this card going here. Where is that sentiment? Here we go. It is courage is being really scared and doing it anyway. And we need our Night of Navy ink pad. All right, let's see if I can't do this straight and without rocking it with the lumpy bumpy dimensionals right there. Haha, I did it. I forgot when I was making the original card. Here, and I rocked it, so that's how that pearl ended up where it ended up. And then these pearls ended up where they ended up as a result of the placement of that pearl. And then, of course, I won't tell you what my husband said about those placement of those pearls, so we will change the placement of the pearls for tonight. Men. The things they think of. Okay. So we're Knight of Navy again. And a little sandpiper. Thanks, Sue. I do my best. Crash, burn, bang, you know. Okay, so here's our little sandpiper. Oop. Isn't he cute? And then we need our little sandpiper die. We need our little baby boss. It's been a really crummy day here. Here in central New York, we've been getting lake snow. At least up here in the North Country, we have been. I don't know what's it doing in your neck of the woods. Right now, it's snowing and blowing right at the moment. Ooh, you did move a little bit. Okay. No, no cows. Okay, so there's our little sandpiper. Get rid of these out of the way. And we need our little pearls. I'm going to take some dimensionals. Just a couple for him. Same there in Rome too, Lori. Ugh. Figures we've had like no winter, and now that winter's supposed to be coming to an end, it's decided to present itself. I'm actually hoping though Wednesday comes in like a lion, so that maybe it'll go out like a lamb. All right, so now we have a couple of pearls we're gonna add here. And like I said, we're just going to change the position just a little bit. So we're going to put that here. And we'll put these here. Like so. So there is card number 3. So bring in the other 2. So here's... Get that out of the way. That out of the way. And these. So I hope this encouraged you to think about pulling this suite of product out if you've already got it. If you don't have it, maybe you'll consider it because it is so stinking cute and pretty. And then here is the card that, like I said, I think I'll do like a project sheet to post on the blog this week that you'll be able to download. But this one says, "You are a pearl, rare and precious." And I did this oyster stamp. There is a pearl that's part of it, but there's also a separate pearl. So I went ahead and added the separate pearl on top of the stamped part of this image pearl, just to pop it up so it's a little bit extra. Oh, excuse me. I just lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere with this. Anywho, I will do a project sheet for this. This stamp set was designed by one of our $1 Million Achievers. It's also a distinctive stamp. So it gives you all of that shading and highlighting all in one stamped image. Like, well, you saw, I wasn't having to do any two-step stamping. It was one ink job. And you get the shading and highlighting, and they're really, really pretty. I like, look at that sandpiper. How pretty is that? You get all of the detail. That's what it really does. It's this, the distinctive stamps are really heavily detailed stamps, and you get the shading and the incredible detail in them, and it's just so pretty. Love it. So I hope that makes you love it too. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening and an even better start of your new week coming up tomorrow. And I will see you next Sunday. Have a great night. Bye for now.